In the chaos of war, even the mightiest weapons can become relics overnight. History offers no better example than World War II, when Japan's once dominant aircraft carriers were decimated, signaling the rise of a new era in naval warfare. Fast forward to today, and a similar transformation is taking place in the South China Sea, where global superpowers are vying for control of critical trade routes and strategic territories. Enter the AIM-174B, the U.S. Navy's latest long-range missile, a technological marvel that extends the reach of fighter jets to an astounding 400 kilometers. This missile doesn't just outmatch China's PL-15 system, it renders the Chinese aircraft carrier fleet, long a centerpiece of its maritime strategy, vulnerable like never before. Capable of striking from distances that keep pilots out of harm's way, the AIM-174B is more than a weapon. It's a message that the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific is shifting. The days of carriers as untouchable fortresses are fading fast, replaced by a new paradigm where precision and range dictate supremacy. For Beijing, this development is more than a military challenge. It's a strategic wake-up call forcing China to rethink its naval ambitions in a rapidly changing battlefield. In the strategic theater of the Indo-Pacific, where global superpowers compete for dominance, the U.S. Navy has introduced a formidable new player, the AIM-174B extremely long-range air-to-air missile. With a staggering range of 400 kilometers, this cutting-edge weapon significantly outranges China's PL-15 missile, which caps at 250 kilometers. The deployment of this missile is not just an upgrade in military capability, it's a calculated shift in strategic power. Imagine a U.S. fighter jet engaging high-value Chinese targets while staying well beyond the reach of retaliation. This is the reality the AIM-174B brings to the table. In a region where quick decisions and advanced technology can determine outcomes, this missile's range allows American jets to operate with a level of safety and precision previously unattainable. It ensures that U.S. forces can target and neutralize key Chinese assets, from advanced aircraft to critical naval vessels, without coming within the danger zone of Chinese defenses. For China's PLA Navy, the implications are profound. Aircraft carriers, often viewed as symbols of naval dominance, face a new vulnerability. The extended reach of the AIM-174B undermines the ability of carriers to operate freely within contested zones, effectively forcing a reassessment of strategies. For the U.S., this missile is not just a weapon, but a statement, one that underscores its commitment to maintaining an edge in a region pivotal to global trade and security. By outranging its closest competitor, the AIM-174B is redefining the rules of engagement in modern warfare. It's a message to allies and adversaries alike. The United States remains a formidable force in the Indo-Pacific, prepared to counter any challenge with innovation and precision. The Indo-Pacific region's evolving security dynamics have turned strategic locations into decisive factors for military advantage. Among these, the Philippines stands out as a critical node in the United States defense strategy. With ongoing upgrades to Basa Air Base under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA, this site is poised to host the AIM-174B extremely long-range air-to-air missile, a move with far-reaching implications.
Under the defense treaty with the Philippines is between the U.S. and the Philippines. It's about mutual protection and peace and security in the region in general. It's not focused on any other particular issue.
EDCA and all the projects here in Basa Air Base really being welcomed by the local populace because they know that it will spur economic mobility and development. At the same time, as we have look at the MDT that we have, the Mutual Defense Treaty.
Positioning the AIM-174B in the Philippines provides a tactical advantage that extends well beyond the island nation's borders. With its 400-kilometer range, the missile would place a significant portion of China's mainland within striking distance, fundamentally altering the strategic calculus. Key Chinese air bases, radar systems, and coastal installations could now be targeted with precision, all while U.S. forces remain outside the reach of China's air defenses. The missile's extended reach allows it to disrupt China's layered air defense systems. By striking from a safe distance, the AM-174B could neutralize high-value targets, including early warning systems and command centers, creating vulnerabilities in China's defensive posture. For the Philippines, this deployment enhances its role as a frontline state in maintaining regional security, solidifying its strategic importance to the United States and its allies. As tensions in the Indo-Pacific escalate, the integration of the AIM-174B into forward-deployed locations like Basa Air Base underscores a broader shift in U.S. strategy. It's not just about countering immediate threats, it's about ensuring long-term stability in a region that drives the global economy. Beijing has voiced serious concerns over the growing presence of U.S. mid-range missile systems in the northern Philippines, seeing it as a direct threat to its regional influence and security. The deployment of systems like the Typhoon missile launcher and the associated prolonged joint military drills between U.S. and Philippine forces have further amplified tensions, pushing the Indo-Pacific closer to a precarious edge. China perceives these developments as a destabilizing factor in an already volatile region. The strategic location of the northern Philippines, particularly its proximity to Taiwan and the South China Sea, places Chinese assets at increased risk. Missile systems such as the Typhoon, with their rapid deployment capabilities and long-range precision strikes, have created a new layer of complexity in the regional power balance. Adding to Beijing's unease is the potential for these systems to target critical infrastructure within mainland China. This perceived encirclement strategy aligns with Washington's broader Indo-Pacific agenda, fueling China's narrative that U.S. actions are designed to provoke and contain its rise. As diplomatic channels strain under the weight of military posturing, the deployment of such systems raises critical questions about the long-term stability of the region and the potential for unintended confrontations. While the Philippines gains enhanced defense capabilities and closer ties with the U.S., it also finds itself at the center of an intensifying geopolitical rivalry. For Beijing, the presence of these missile systems is not just a tactical challenge, but a symbol of growing opposition to its strategic ambitions. The U.S. has doubled down on its strategic investments in the Philippines, with a $32 million upgrade to Basa Air Base, leading the charge. Part of the Pacific Deterrence Initiative, PDI, this project includes constructing a state-of-the-art parking apron capable of accommodating up to 20 aircraft. These enhancements significantly bolster the operational capacity of U.S. and Philippine forces, further solidifying their defense partnership in a region marked by rising geopolitical tensions. This effort is not an isolated investment. Under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, the U.S. has expanded its presence to 9 military bases across the Philippines, injecting $82 million into infrastructure development between 2014 and 2023. These upgrades are designed to support rapid troop deployment, advanced weaponry, and joint military operations, making the Philippines a critical node in Washington's Indo-Pacific strategy.
Our alliance is based on our mutual defense treaty and our respective nations' shared commitment to peace and security in the Indo-Pacific. If the mutual defense treaty is the why, then EDCA is the how. EDCA, or the U.S.-Philippines Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, deepens the defense cooperation between our two great nations. It develops individual and collective defense capacities and provides opportunities for training and exercise.
For Manila, the modernized bases promise enhanced defense capabilities and economic benefits. But they also come with the weight of being a frontline player in the U.S.-China rivalry. As these bases become operational, they underline a clear message. The Philippines is central to efforts to counter Beijing's growing influence in the Indo-Pacific. The deployment of the missile heralds a significant shift in the Indo-Pacific's military balance. With its extended range and precision capabilities, this missile acts as a powerful deterrent against Chinese aggression, safeguarding critical U.S. assets such as aircraft carriers operating in contested waters. By outranging China's existing PL-15 missile, the AIM-174B ensures that U.S. forces can maintain a strategic edge while minimizing direct threats to their personnel and equipment. The implications extend beyond mere deterrence. In the event of a Taiwan conflict, the AIM-174B emerges as a game changer. Its ability to neutralize Chinese stealth aircraft and carrier hunting planes provides the U.S. and its allies a critical advantage in securing air superiority and maritime dominance. This missile is more than a weapon. It is a strategic tool designed to counteract Beijing's expanding military capabilities. From anti-access area denial, A2AD strategies, to carrier strike formations. As the Indo-Pacific continues to be a flashpoint for geopolitical rivalries, the missiles reinforces the U.S.'s commitment to protecting its interests and those of its allies, offering a stark reminder to China that technological superiority remains a decisive factor in modern warfare. The U.S. is doubling down on its commitment to fostering a robust network of alliances in the Indo-Pacific, with significant investments in military infrastructure across Australia, the Philippines, and Japan. This strategic initiative aims to enhance regional deterrence and counterbalance China's growing assertiveness. Key to this effort is the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA, with the Philippines, which not only bolsters Philippine military capabilities, but also strengthens the collective security framework in the region. Through EDCA, the U.S. has funneled $500 million in foreign military financing into Philippine defense modernization, complemented by an additional $128 million in targeted funding. These investments are transforming critical infrastructure, such as air bases and naval facilities, into operational hubs for joint military activities and rapid response operations. The upgrades enable seamless integration of allied forces, ensuring readiness for any potential contingency. This wave of allied cooperation underscores a shared commitment to preserving stability in the Indo-Pacific. By fortifying the defense posture of key partners, the U.S. and its allies send a clear message. Regional security is a collective responsibility, and the alliances forged today will shape the balance of power for years to come. China has voiced strong opposition to the growing U.S. military presence and missile deployments in the Indo-Pacific, citing fears of a shifting strategic balance. Beijing has particularly criticized the deployment of mid-range missiles in key locations such as Japan and the Philippines, which it perceives as a direct challenge to its regional influence and security interests. Chinese officials have repeatedly warned that these moves could escalate tensions and destabilize the region. They argue that the stationing of advanced missile systems, such as the AIM-174B, undermines peace by fueling an arms race and increasing the risk of miscalculation. Beijing's concerns are compounded by the potential of these missiles to strike Chinese mainland targets and disrupt its air defense systems, further intensifying its sense of vulnerability. This sharp rhetoric from China highlights the high stakes in the Indo-Pacific as rival powers maneuver for strategic advantage. While the U.S. frames its actions as measures to ensure regional stability, China's response underscores its apprehension about encirclement and the erosion of its influence in its backyard. The unfolding dynamics set the stage for a fraught and competitive geopolitical landscape. The U.S. is enhancing its technological edge in the Indo-Pacific with the deployment of the AIM-174B missile, a cutting-edge weapon derived from the highly versatile SM-6 missile. This missile boasts operational flexibility, capable of targeting not only aerial threats, but also ships and land-based targets. Its multi-role functionality enables U.S. forces to engage a wide array of potential adversaries, making it a crucial asset in maintaining air superiority and countering emerging threats. The development of the AIM-260, a missile specifically designed to target stealth aircraft, further solidifies the U.S.'s strategic advantage. With the growing sophistication of Chinese air defenses, particularly stealth aircraft, the missile offers a next-generation solution. ensuring U.S. forces remain equipped to counter advanced Chinese threats in the air. This technological progression enhances the ability of U.S. forces to neutralize threats, maintain a deterrence posture, and support military objectives in the region, strengthening its defensive capabilities against Chinese aggression. U.S. investments under the Pacific Deterrence Initiative, PDI, are reshaping the strategic landscape of the Indo-Pacific, equipping American forces with the necessary resources to counter China's expanding military footprint. These investments ensure that U.S. forces can sustain long-term operations in the region, reinforcing their ability to deter Chinese aggression and maintain regional stability. With advanced weaponry, infrastructure upgrades, and increased military presence, the U.S. is positioning itself to exert influence and safeguard its interests against growing Chinese power. The deployment of reconnaissance drones like the MQ-9 Reaper at Basa Air Base significantly boosts U.S. intelligence sharing and situational awareness. These drones provide real-time surveillance capabilities, enabling U.S. forces to monitor Chinese movements and assess potential threats in the region with unprecedented precision. This technological advantage enhances the USS ability to respond swiftly and effectively to any escalation, while reinforcing its commitment to defending its allies and preserving peace in the Indo-Pacific. The growing U.S. presence and the deployment of advanced missile systems in the Indo-Pacific are presenting significant challenges to China's strategy of asserting dominance over its neighbors and securing territorial claims. The U.S. military's enhanced capabilities, such as the AIM-174B and the ongoing infrastructure upgrades in the region, are undermining China's efforts to project power and intimidate smaller nations, particularly those with conflicting territorial interests in the South China Sea and East China Sea. In response, regional democracies like the Philippines, Japan, and Australia are strengthening their security partnerships with the United States. These nations are deepening military cooperation, sharing intelligence, and conducting joint exercises, all aimed at countering Beijing's growing aggression. As a result, China faces a more united and resilient network of allies determined to protect their sovereignty and uphold regional peace. This growing coalition of democracies challenges China's ambitions and complicates its efforts to dominate the Indo-Pacific. The deployment of advanced missile systems like the AIM-174B in the Indo-Pacific marks a transformative shift in naval and aerial combat dynamics. With its unprecedented range, versatility, and targeting capabilities, this missile challenges the effectiveness of Chinese aircraft carriers, which have long been considered the cornerstone of Beijing's naval power projection. By enabling strikes from safe distances, these missiles neutralize the strategic advantage once enjoyed by China's carrier fleet, shifting the balance of power in the region. As the U.S. continues to invest in missile technology alongside key regional partnerships, the days of unchecked naval supremacy in the Indo-Pacific may be numbered. China's reliance on aircraft carriers for territorial expansion and deterrence is increasingly being undermined by the technological advancements of its rivals. With the ongoing evolution of missile defense systems and regional military alliances, the Chinese aircraft carrier fleet may find itself increasingly irrelevant in the face of new and more precise threats. This new reality underscores the importance of innovation and cooperation in maintaining a secure and balanced Indo-Pacific. Thank you for tuning into our channel. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis of global issues.